I thought I'd do a live. It ain't no it ain't no games or nothing. So I just thought I'd go live just to spit out a couple of thoughts, walking around the neighborhood. First subject I want to touch on is the reporting that's going on. We go Fox Sports first. Now like I watched the facility. Um, I mean that's pretty much it now because it really ain't nothing else to watch. I can't even catch the show with I guess Talk with Joy Taylor and Paul Pierce Johnson. But first thing that was wild that got caught was Stephen A. playing solitaire during the finals game. I wonder if he got reprimanded for that. I mean, that just shows his interest and his disdain for the where he was at was visible. Like, if you heard Stephen A. talk before, all right, I'm having okay word. But yeah, man, these shows, and used to watch them a lot, but nowadays they just spewing out like whatever. It ain't even about reporting no more. That went by the wayside a long time ago. Long time ago. Okay, so like the facility, you got Acho on there. I guess he's waging war against KD, talking about how his titles ain't legit and all that. Those titles legit. You know what I'm saying? Hey there. I don't know who you is yet. I got these shades on. I can't see, but yeah. So you got Acho, James Jones, Chase Daniel, and the baby of the group, LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy, man, he be disturbing me sometimes. I can almost like imagine him really acting like that in a conversation. So they be talking about, they was talking about Indiana, and McCoy kept on referring to them as like a college team, and he ain't catch no heat. Nobody came for him. But I thought that was bordering on supreme ignorance, man. Just because them guys didn't have like a bona fide scoring superstar, he was disinterested. He already had called. And I ain't care for that. James Jones, he was on the same tip, but James Jones is a little bit more evil, level-headed, or you can reason with him a little bit better. Even though he does go on his emotional, like, rants. But Acho, you can tell Acho is just, he's just trying to hold on. Just trying to hold on, man. Because, I mean, like, that debate show formula now, it's kind of like dating. And if you don't know, I'm walking through my neighborhood, man. walking through my neighborhood, getting some air, or I have to go to my other job. But the whole, I mean, like, to refer to them as like a college team, just because they had well balanced attack. I mean, if you ain't watch them all year, that would surprise you. But it didn't surprise me because I was watching. Yeah, man, stole around the corner. I think I might start doing this. I'm gonna have to do it without the camera because I used to run a lot, not a lot. Don't mean I ain't trying to do that, but I used to run like pretty frequently before I hurt my foot. But hey there, I can kind of see now. What up? Oh, let me slow down. Snit World, Reza, I'm sorry, Reza, welcome. I guess y'all my audience this morning. But yeah, like the disdain for the Indiana team, I just really didn't appreciate. Like, this is two teams that were pretty much neck and neck the second half of the season. OKC, they jumped out to a good record, but I've said it on videos I've made, check them out, that their record is more indicative of the coach of the league now. Coach of the league has been told over and over, the regular season is too long, it's boring, this, that, and the other. Now they talking about cutting it down to like 60 games. For however long I've been watching basketball.
Yo, we're gonna do this like this.
Like the existence of the league. This has never been an issue. Never. But now they want to reduce them, and then these Achilles injuries are kind of like really putting it in there that they talking about reducing the league, reducing the amount of games. They want to reduce the time from 48 hours to 40 minutes. 48 minutes to 40 minutes. That's BS, yo. That's BS. But I mean, the league is, it's the season's over. Now it's the off season, and the off season gonna be filled with a bunch of where they going, who's going here, where, this, that, and the other. They talking about. I heard just a few minutes ago. They talking about LeBron in New York. Gonna mess that team up too, man. Gonna mess that team up too, man. Now they might have a good record during the season, but then it's gonna come the playoffs, and I don't know if they gonna, LeBron got enough in the tank for a finals run, another finals run. He ain't been out of the first. Most of the time, he done been out in LA. They, pushed them to the conference finals a couple years ago against Denver, but they couldn't overcome Denver. But yeah, man. Just times are changing. Times are changing, yo. Like, people are different. These youngsters are different. documentary. Like I think he was a golden retriever. I want one, and a German Shepherd. But like the injury thing is fueling this. LeBron even went on to say he wanted to have like a month off between the playoffs and the regular season. Why? That's the playoffs are over in a month. But when you older, you gotta slow it down a little bit, man. You gotta slow it down. But yeah, let me see who you got up too early. Nah, man. It ain't never too early for me. Ain't never too early for me, man. Early bird get the worm. The early man get the first dibs. You get up in the morning, get that blood pumping. Yeah, I think I'm gonna walk just a little bit more. When I get to the house, I'm gonna make a couple. I mean, I got a couple of subjects I want to cover. I be pronouncing stuff wrong. I just got to get used to talking. I done got a whole lot better from the time I started consistently posting to now. Cause like, wow. But I still got a long way to go to get to capture some major attention, cause ain't nobody watching, which I was already prepared for. Plus I don't have no visual aid, and that's all good. That's all good. You make do. Yeah, but let me see. Oh, I wrote some things down. I mean, I made a video about KG, Paul Pierce, talking about how these guys don't even practice like they used to. And they ain't doing nothing but shooting threes. And then they think, I'm a former hooper, man. Former hooper. When you stop playing for a long time, it's hard getting back into the groove of things, because you be stiff, you get lethargic. I hadn't played in so long, man. But I mean, these guys, the guys in the 80s, in the 80s when I was watching, and into the 90s, they would be practicing every day. They would be playing in the summertime. They would be, it would be Magic's game. It would be Dominique had a game, and all of them hung in the same circles. Dominique, Magic, Isaiah, Mark Aguirre, Oakley, Herb Williams. They all hung in the summer, and they was balling. So I mean, like, when they be bringing up guys in the back in the day didn't fraternize, that was in the season. But in the off season, they was getting together to hoop, because a lot of them had games. Well, like Magic was the big game. You wanted to play a Magic game. They had that dunk contest at the end. I seen footage of McGrady and Kobe going at it in the dunk contest. And dang, I got to bring him up. I had to bring him up. Not, like I was saying it, but like McGrady, man, the more, and I'm going to make a video about this, but the more you hear it, and the more you think about it, because man lost in the playoffs consistently. And then he went to Houston. He said he never had a chance. He had a chance. He had, Shane Battier. Ron Artest, Ray Faust. What up? So I mean, he had some talent. Now I'll go with him and admit that in Orlando, he ain't had that. It wasn't that many. He didn't have too many players. Then he went on and said, "But I say that." But things getting revealed. Man been passed away now since 2020. Now 5 years later, they finally got the courage to talk on it. Kobe was embarrassing a lot of them guys, man. Kobe was embarrassing those guys on the court and with his work ethic. He didn't drink or smoke, so you wasn't gonna catch him out in the club. That's a hooper's, downfall. Drinks and the nightlife, man. And Kobe was avoiding it. That kind of reduced Jordan. It ain't talked about, but you ain't gonna sit here and convince me that the cigar smoker that Jordan was, and the drinker that he didn't have anything to do with him, like being a little bit reduced. Because I remember the second three-peat, Jordan was vulnerable. Not saying that he was falling off, but a lot of those young guys weren't as captivated with him as far as being on the court. Like sometimes some of Jordan's opponents faked themselves out because they was already intimidated from the jump. But Kobe didn't have none of that. He was pure. Now, a lot of the stuff that he was into, I didn't agree with. I'm objective. I could admire you, but I'm not gonna be blinded to some things that might be a little off kilter. I just know how to proceed and view you.
Do this like this.
But yeah, guess I'm gonna head back to the house. How many minutes is it? I ain't gonna. I'll see when I get out. Get back. This area used to be like teeming with apartments, man. Nothing but apartments, man. But now it's not used.
Yo, we gonna do this like
Things
this.
change, man. I can admit. I mean, like I've changed. Is it for the better? I'll see. I'll see. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for a minute, and it wasn't until the subject of Scottie Pippen came up that I was like inspired, because he was getting trashed. He's still getting trashed. And as far as that goes, like when your downfalls are as viewed as some of Pippen's, it's kind of hard to have any kind of respect, because even though everybody goes through it, it's just some people's downfalls aren't publicized. But it's a shame. Like I said before, it's a shame he has to be drugged through the mud. Like he was just riding Jordan's coattails. A lot of dudes that was playing in the league then and playing in the league after, like take McGrady. You think McGrady could take playing with Jordan the way Jordan went after, the way that Jordan went after folks? I don't think so. Vince Carter didn't care for Jordan either like that. Jerry Stackhouse was offended about his role because he thought he was better than Jordan when he was playing with him, and that was incorrect. And as much as I like Jerry Stackhouse, but Jerry Stackhouse was just a scorer, just like McGrady, just like Vince Carter. Vince Carter was a scorer, but it's equal amounts of dunking the basketball. That's a part of his game that's exciting. If you took the dunks out, he would just be a shooter, like he was in his latter part of his career. But I know all this stuff is might be, I don't know who exactly who's viewing me. I don't think it's the audience that I'm quite trying to get. But like I guess I gotta start from, I'm starting from the bottom. So I can do that. But sometimes it's a little disheartening because I feel like I know as
We're
much
gonna do this like this. I
about basketball as these guys that be on these major channels. I'm just working from a phone and I got a little what's his name? A little tablet. That's what I'm using right now. But yeah, man, I thought I'd just do this quick live to get some of these thoughts out, walk around the block. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Almost to the crib. Grandpa out.